What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show back with another video. Now, my Gotham Knights kind of review first impressions thing was supposed to come out yesterday. I've been playing it kind of non-stop because I want to get a feel for the game. I have a couple of hours in now, so I guess more on the little side. So I'll definitely call it a first impressions more than anything. I can't really give it a full review because I haven't beat the game yet. I played a good number of hours into the game, but I haven't beaten it yet. But I'm here to just talk about my first impressions and just some things that I see with the game. Now, first of all, the main question that you could be looking for in this video is, would I buy it again or would I play it again? Honestly, and this is going to get real niche real quick. It's going to get real niche because my specific situation may be different than yours. So we'll talk about it. We'll get into it. Now, first of all, would I buy this game again? I probably would. I'm not gonna lie. I probably would, just simply off the fact that obviously it's not worth it. I'm going to say that now. I'm gonna be kind of a little up and down in my reviews, but if you actually play the game, you'll see why. Because my heart is determined to love this game, but there's a lot of issues with the game, and depending on your glitch tolerance or your tolerance for games like resolution and frame rate, this can be a horrible experience for you. Now, for one, they said they had locked it to 30 FPS because they wanted to make a seamless co-op experience, and I'll talk about that first since that's the big controversy. As far as like the seamless co-op experience go, I'm not saying it's a bad co-op experience at all. I mean, in the video, you'll see my co-op partner basically glitching the whole entire time. Like, to me, on my screen, he was okay on his screen. But look, is it seamless co-op? Kinda. Because, I mean, yes, it's easy to join, in Dying Light, I couldn't join nobody. It just kept giving me a network error every time I try to join. It's very seamless. I love that. I guess I can't say this enough because I haven't played too many co-op games in the, distant. I just basically haven't played many co-op games, like stuff like Saints Row. But I love how you can actually get far away from your co-op partner, and it's not like you guys are on a tether and you can't get that far from each other. You can actually go do whatever you want. If you want to split up and do little different missions and stuff, you can. That's part of the reason why I like this game. I mean, personally, I love when you can be co-op and, you can go do a side adventure over here and do some things. And if you're strong enough, you can kind of take it out by yourself and maximize potential. Like we'll get to the knighthood quest, which is kind of one of my things I hate. I really do hate. We'll get to that in a minute, but just hopping back on co-op real quick. Co-op was cool. I did have a couple issues with it. It wasn't necessarily with the co-op play. I mean, we did lag, but it might have been on the outside. But it did not feel like it was seamless, man. The frame rate drop was absolutely crazy at moments. Like in co-op, the frame rate drop was crazy. Like it was not a stable 30 FPS. I feel like if the point is that you want a stable 30 FPS, then you want it based off of, like, it needs to be locked in, basically is what I'm saying. Like it needs to be consistent and not drop from 30. Which it definitely did a lot. You get into the world and stuff, and it's just like you jumping around, fight enemies and stuff. Sometimes it just drops, and that sucks. But if I'm being honest here, I did enjoy my time playing it. And, we'll hop on the knighthood quest. When you first get in the game, right? Now, obviously, you want to get these gliders or mystic leaps or whatever, the orbital teleporters, the movement thing that you can actually unlock that was showing a lot in the trailers. Now, in order to do this, you have to do a knighthood quest. This quest is actually fairly easy to do, but it's a big reason why people hate this game. Because the knighthood quest in itself, you have to do it for every single character that you play as, which seems a little bit outdated to me because I played games where you had to do a hard objective, but once you do them, they're pretty much done on every character that you play as. That's kind of stupid that you have to do the quest every single time. And basically the quest, you have to complete the perfect timing training, which is basically, think of just chaining attacks at the right moment. Is that. It is not annoying to do, but the fact that you have to do it with 4 different characters, considering that you already know how to do it, what's the point of training? There's really no point of training. They sound like they want to just add it to the quest. You got to defeat 3 mini bosses, and you'll do that while you're doing your second objective, which is doing the 10 premeditated crimes. So basically, you have to go and beat up people and like interrogate people, which to be honest, the interrogate system, I used it in a couple of missions, but it wasn't as deep as I thought it was gonna be. You know, essentially trying to get my premeditated crimes, I thought we were gonna have to do a lot of interrogating. No, you just kind of beat people up and stop crimes. You just automatically collect clues. So when you collect the clues, you bring them back to the base, the belfry, and it'll give you premeditated crimes. And you need at least 10 of these for each character. So that's 40 premeditated crimes to unlock the gliders. This is the longest thing that you have to do. So basically you have to go in the belfry after you collect a lot of clues and cases and stuff, then come back out, and you'll have about 4 or 5 there. And if you're doing co-op, you know, it'll be about maybe like 3 or 4 premeditated crimes you can actually do. So you go and you do these crimes, and some of them are incredibly difficult. They're not difficult at all, actually, if we're being honest. They're not hard. I mean, we have it on the hardest difficulty, but the issue with this game and what people hate about this game is that the enemies seem really bullet spongy. Bullet spongy is, if you guys don't know, is basically if you play a game and the enemy is not necessarily dynamic, where he doesn't do a lot of different combos that'll knock you off your feet. As far as like his moves are very predictable. You know, he has a very predictable moveset, but no matter what you do, it takes like a long time to kill him because he just has an insane amount of health. Like the character has a crazy amount of health, so you're sitting there doing combos after combos after combos, and eventually it just gets so tedious that he might hit you 1 or 2 times because, you know, like, you're just trying to punch him and get it over with. Instead of dodging in 5 seconds, you just want to kill him. And those little mini bosses can be annoying like that, and they can be very irritating because it's really bullet spongy and it takes a long time to kill enemies. Alright, now let's talk about the positives of this game, because I talked about a lot of negatives of this game. I actually do love this game. I ain't gonna say I love it. I like it a lot. Why do I like it a lot? I mean, I like the story. The story's really good. Definitely an Arkham Knight story. The gameplay is okay. I mean, it's not like crazy deep or anything, but you can get a lot of fun out of it. You know, me personally, I play as Robin, so I like doing a lot of little step takedowns and stuff. I'm not a crazy fan of the gameplay, but it's not bad. The fun value is definitely there. If we can get this patched up, like maybe we can get a patch within like a week or something that can stabilize the frame rate, stabilize some of the issues. Cause yeah, my first mission, I fell through the floor. Forgot to mention that. Yeah, I fell through the floor of the mission. I had to restart the mission. We can get something that'll fix that, and maybe something that'll fix like all these little random issues, at least enough to where it's playable. No, it's not Cyberpunk. It's not as messed up as Cyberpunk in my opinion. The resolution, to me, like the graphics, people were right, man. It isn't like crazy high graphics for it to be messing up this bad. You know, you can tell they kind of descaled everything because they have a giant city, and then they want to let 4 people kind of move around it. I don't know when the 4-player mode is coming out, but they want to let, you know, 2 to 4 people come out and just move around it. But they locked it at 30 FPS because they're probably playing it safe, because if they made it really, really heavy intensive on graphics and FPS, it'd probably be a mess like Cyberpunk was. But all in all, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying my little time with it. Can it get repetitive? Yeah, I think at some point a lot of games get repetitive. I think with some games, a lot of games they'll make new things that you can actually do in the story to make it less repetitive. But I've been taking my time with it, honestly. Been enjoying it. You know, playing the co-op makes it a lot better. If this was just a regular single player game, it'd be very mid to me, honestly. But then again, if it was a single player game, it'll be, because I don't never drop FPS unless I'm playing co-op. So it would be actually locked 30. It'll probably be 60 and it'll look a lot better if they didn't include co-op. So I guess it's cool. So is it fun? Yes, it's fun. If you're just one of them people that just want to play with a friend, and you know, you got friends you want to play with, you love Batman, you love like the Gotham family, you know, then definitely go out and buy it. That's my opinion. But if you're just anybody who's just trying to play it, maybe as like, you may be a Batman fan, but you know, you're not really that pressed to play a game or whatever, you just want to enjoy a good experience, definitely wait for a deep sale, because if this game keeps going like it does, they will actually be on a very deep sale soon. With that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'll see you guys next video.